Check this out. Look, my wife just surprised me with this amazing present, which is a Kalmar design 30 CD holder, mid-century style. You might have seen them online because they have a pretty cool feature, which is you press the button and the CD pops out. Again, I was just floored. It's such a cool addition to the Media Vault collection. And then I saw it. I was like, ooh, 30 CDs. What am I going to put in there? And I was like, this is a good opportunity to rank my favorite 30 CDs. I did a couple of rules for my top 30 CDs. Is one, I wanted to dedicate it to soundtracks, film scores, especially my LaLaLand Records, Varèse Sarabande, and Intrada Special Edition extended CDs. Another caveat is it only holds standard CD, 2 CD cases. So something like the Hook 3 CD expanded edition or the AI 3 CD, any 3 CD or 4 CD, Danny Elfman, Tim Burton collaboration, Jurassic Park, those would absolutely be here, but they don't fit. So these are my favorite CDs that I own for extended film scores and soundtracks. Woohoo! Look at that. So at number 30, I actually have John Carter, which is like already breaking the rules. It's not a Varèse Sarabande, LaLaLand Records extended or Intrada Special Edition. But what makes this really special, though, is I was working at a TV show that was about promoting movies. And if you can see on the back, this is a special edition 2-disc promotional CD that I swear I haven't seen anywhere. John Carter is one of my favorite Michael Giacchino scores and one of my favorite overall scores of all time. So this is a prized possession when I'm telling you about. It's a complete second disc with 37 cues in addition. And I have not seen this anywhere. And I had to include it here. This goes in the special section. So at number 29, I have The Empire Strikes Back. Sometimes when I'm editing these things and I see a brain fart like this, I'm a loss for words, but I have to say this might be the biggest one of them all. Like, obviously, I mean Empire of the Sun. And what makes it even worse is like, look at like my energy and how excited I am. I'm so sure of it.
The Empire Strikes Back.
I mean, yeah, I have to say, like, I even impress myself sometimes. That's like, what is going through my head when I'm talking? Like, this is insane, but yeah. The extended John Williams scores from LaLaLand Records. Cadillac of the Skies might be among my favorite John Williams cues of all time. I really also like this film, Christian Bale's debut. I sort of think it's in the underrated Spielberg genre. And a little bit, I feel the same about the score. I think it's a really, really, really great score from John Williams. And it gets a little bit lost in his filmography. But let's go to number 28. It's Minority Report. Like I said, there's going to be a lot of John Williams here. This is also from LaLaLand Records, the limited edition expanded score. Honestly, like, just for the track, A New Beginning, I wonder where that would fall on my favorite John Williams track, but I absolutely love that track. love the score, man. And again, La La Land just always goes all out. I feel like they just make it, all the packaging make it feel so premium. I love the artwork that they put on the CDs. And yeah, man. Number 27, guess who we have? It's another John Williams, but is Spacecamp. Yes, Spacecamps. This is not from La La Land. This is from Intrada Special Collection. If you haven't listened to In Orbit, that cue from John Williams, this is John Williams at his sort of like magical, reach for the stars, sort of E.T. flavor, which is, I think, John Williams' best superpower. At number 26, I have Mission Impossible, the Danny Elfman for the first one. This is La La Land limited edition. I really love the Danny Elfman score. It was in my favorite top 10 Danny Elfman scores. There's some cues here that are among my favorite of Danny Elfman. This is my favorite Mission Impossible score and my favorite physical media release of Mission Impossible. At 25, now, this is a movie that I love. Ooh, oh, Last Action Hero, the score by Michael Kamen. This is the expanded, another LaLaLand Records limited edition. The thing with expanded or limited edition releases is sometimes there's, I would say, it kind of misses the mark in terms of value. Like, oh, here's like the original score, and then here's like a more, it's like, okay, like, I don't know, they don't feel as urgent. But then sometimes they feel very much in need. Like, all we had of Michael Kamen was like bits and pieces that were released with the soundtrack, again with the songs. So getting an expanded here is actually, we're getting a lot of music that was previously unreleased to us. I love this film. I love this film. I've always loved it. I even wrote a short film that's almost inspired by the premise of this film. And I love Michael Kamen's film music, from Last Action Hero to Mr. Holland Opus to X-Men to Robin Hood, back to Gaia, so many. I love his style. I just love his style, and I think Last Action Hero, like you can tell why Metallica would hire Michael Kamen for the S&M album.
That's what I wake up and do, is I play my music, which is really a combination of rock and roll and classical music.
Which, that's another topic with one of the most important albums for me of my life. But let's see, on number 24, it's Jurassic World.
I mean, look, seriously, I swear, I'm not on drugs. I don't know what's going on. I cannot read. What's going on? Oh, wait. I think I did a pickup at least this time.
The Lost World by John Williams. What a surprise. LaLaLand Records, limited edition. I'll defend The Lost World, both the score and the movie particularly, until the T-Rex get to San Diego. there, I can't defend it. But everything leading up to that, it's a pretty solid film, and a film that I love a lot. And I really like John Williams' score. Like, I love that he's... Honestly, it's like one of the best case scenarios we can get with a sequel, where you're giving us new material that feels right at home with the other one that you wrote. Yeah, I have so many memories about watching this film in theaters, and it's just fantastic, man. And all right, number 23, I have a James Horner score, Apollo 13, man. One of my favorite James Horner score, classic film. There's gonna be more Intrada Special Collection James Horner releases. Some of my James Horner expanded releases are among my favorite. This score is no exception. And like I said, there's more James Horner, so... Woo! The Rocketeer! Oh, man, what a lovely score, man. This... James Horner can... Yeah, James Horner is absolutely one of my favorite film score composers, man. And can we get a 4K release of The Rocketeer, please? Come on, like... But at least we have a 2 CD expanded soundtrack of James Horner's masterpiece. Number 21. Now, honestly, it's kind of blasphemy that this isn't higher, but I guess whatever, I fucked up. Number 21, it's Schindler's List, which, if someone said to me that Schindler's List is John Williams' best score, like, what can you say to that? Like, you'd be like, yeah, I can see that. The reason this was number 21 is I have the film in 4K. It's an absolute masterpiece. It's surprising how actually rewatchable Schindler's List is. Having said that, you know, it's not something you always want to pop in the Blu-ray player or CD player. When you do, it might be among the most profound and favorite music listening experience I feel like I can have. So this is the 25th anniversary edition by LaLaLand Records, and absolutely, I also am lucky enough to have the vinyl release of LaLaLand Records. That's a very important one in the Media Vault collection. At number 20, we have more John Williams. It's the Close Encounters. This is the 2 CD collection. Man, I remember I paid a lot for this one. This is the 40th anniversary. I bought this at Amoeba. Not as much as you would pay online, but still a lot. I'll just mention it again, how much I love the CD artwork on the LaLaLand releases. I really like them. Oh my God, look at that. Close Encounters of the Third Kind. What I have to say about this score is that the first time I saw John Williams live, it was around 2014 with the Baltimore Symphony. I've heard the concert suite for Close Encounters thousands of times, countless times. And then I went and saw it live, and it was like listening for the first time. I would have to say, if there is one piece of music of John Williams that really transforms when you see it live, is this one. You just get an appreciation for all the different details the orchestra is doing, the orchestration. It's like someone squeezing the hell out of every inch of creativity that the orchestral instrument has. And man, what a special moment that was, watching this. It was like watching Babe Ruth, perform at his highest. I'm so glad I got that experience. At number 19, I believe, we have